Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine and I hope all of you are enjoying your studies at home. So here's your math teacher, Miss Shamsa. So one class, it's time for your maths class, okay? So let's start. What is our topic today and what we are going to learn today in our maths class, okay? Are you ready? So let's start. Yes, today our topic is time. What is our topic? Time. What are the spellings of time? T-I-M-E, time. Okay, today our topic is time, and today we will learn what the clocks are telling us. Okay, and we will learn how we can see the time on the clocks. Okay, so let's start learning about the clock. So one class, you can see there is a clock, okay, on the screen. And you can see in this clock there are some numbers. Okay, you can see some numbers in this clock from number 1 to number 12. Even you can count these numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many numbers are here? Here we have 12 numbers in this clock, okay? This clock is called analog clock, okay? What is the name of this clock? Yes, we called it's an analog clock, and in analog clock, we can see the time by hands, okay? The analog clock is having two hands. One is a small hand and one is the large hand, okay? An analog clock is having two hands, small and a large hand. So okay? One class, here we have a question. How do we read analog clocks? How do we read analog clocks? So one class, how do we read? You see, it's an analog clock and you can see the hands of this analog clock is moving, okay? The bigger hand is moving, okay, as well as the smaller hand is also moving, okay? So the hands of this analog clock is moving, okay? These hands are called, the smaller hand is called the hour hand and the bigger hand is called the minute hand, okay? The small hand is called hour hands. You can see in this picture there are two hands, okay, in this clock, in this analog clock, okay? The bigger hand is called minute hand and the smaller hand is called hour hand, okay? So analog clocks have a face, okay? It have a face and on its face there are numbers, okay, from number 1 to 12, okay? Analog clock have a face and hands, okay? Hands, where are the hands? These arrows are the hands of the analog clock, okay, to show the time. Right, one class? Analog clocks have a face and a hands, okay? Arrows, these arrows, okay, hour hand or minute hand, okay, to show the time. Okay, one class? You see, the short hand tells us the hours. I told you this, the smaller hand or the short hand. Okay, the short hand tells us about the hours and the longer hand tell us the minutes, okay? This red one is the longer hand, okay? And it is called the minute hand. So it tells us the minutes. Right one, class? Here you can see again one example of analog clock, and here we are having one shorthand in blue color and one long hand in red color. Right one, class? So shorthand tells us about the long hand tells us about the minute, this red one. Okay, this is the long hand. Okay, it shows us the minute. Okay, it calls the minute hand. Okay, and this is the short hand. Okay, this blue one is the short hand. Okay, this is the short hand, and it's tell us about the hours. Right one, class? So the long hand tell us about the minutes. Okay, and the short hand tell us about the hours. Right one, class? The long hand called the minute hand and the short hand called the hours hand. Okay, one, class? So here we have a question, what time is it? Let's see. Here we have a clock. You can see here we have an analog clock. Okay, so we'll see what time here on this analog clock. Okay, what is the time here on this analog clock? Now, first of all, we will see the shorthand. Okay, you see the shorthand, and you can say the hour hand is pointing on number 10. Okay, and the long hand, and you can say the minute hand is pointing at number 12. So it means the time is, what is the time? The time is 10 o'clock. Okay, what is the time? The time is 10 o'clock. Okay, when the shorthand on the hour hand on number 10, okay, and the minute hand on number 12, so it means the time is 10 o'clock. Right one, class? Then let's see another example. Where is the shorthand? Where is the hour hand? Yes, it's pointing on number 5. And where is the long hand? Yes, it's pointing on number 12. So what is the time here? The time is 5 o'clock. Yes. What is the time here? The time is 5 o'clock. Okay. So let's see another example. Yeah, here you can see where is the shorthand. The shorthand and the hour hand is pointing on number 3, and the long hand and the minute hand you can say is pointing on number 12. That means the time is 3 o'clock. Right one, class? Understand all of you? Yes. Now see, again we have some examples. Okay, what time is it? Now see, what time is it on this clock? Yes, the minute hand points at where? Where is the minute hand? Yes, it's pointing on number 6. Okay, the minute hand and the long hand, it's pointing on number 6. Okay, and the hour hand is in the between of number 2 and number 3. Okay, the hour hand is between number 2 and number 3. So what is the time? We can say the time is 2:30. What is the time here? 2:30, and you can say the 30 minutes past 2. Okay, 2:30 or 30 minutes past 2. Okay, same like this. We have another example. Where is the long hand? Where is the minute hand, one, class? Yes, the minute hand is pointing on number 6. Okay, and the hour hand, the small hand, the short hand is between the number 10 and 11. Okay, so what is the time? The time is 10:30. Okay, what is the time here? 10:30. Okay, and you can say 30 minutes past 10. Okay, now here come on this clock. Okay, you see, where is the minute hand? Where is the longer hand? It's pointing on number 6. Yeah, it's pointing on 6. Okay, and where is small hand? Where is the short hand? Where is the R hand? Yes, it's pointing in between number 5 and number 6. Okay, the R hand is between number 5 and number 6. So that means, what is the time there? The time is, yes, the time is 5:30. Okay, 5:30 you can say, and you can say 30 minutes past 5. So I hope one class now you can learn about, and you are very, yes, you can learn about all the things about analog clock. Okay, one class.